Good morning. On this first alert weather day, we have conditions that continue to be very rough out on those roads. In fact, we've been talking about road closures. Part of I-29 has now closed, and Jordan's going to get into that in a moment. But that just tells you that conditions continue to be very tough for us here in the valley. Here's a look at some of our live sky cams on our First Alert Storm Team Skycam network. First of all, beautiful in Devil's Lake. We got a nice view there of those sundogs. Lots of ice crystals and snow lofted in the air right now. So they're helping to create that beautiful, vibrant view where we don't have as much trouble going on there in Devil's Lake. So a different morning for you. But this is our view down by the South Dakota line at the Dakota Magic Casino. A lot of wind with these flags, low visibility. You can see the snow blowing by from time to time. Fargo, we've seen improvements, but then it starts to get bad again. We get another burst of some snow blowing through. Right now we've got better visibility, and in Grand Forks still some low visibility and Home of Economy there. So it's variable in the valley, but a lot of us still experiencing, especially in open country, blizzard conditions. Here's a look at our winds. We're still gusting into the 50s, 51-mile-per-hour gust in Fargo out of the north, a 53-mile-per-hour gust in Grand Forks, and many places in the 40s. Looks like Fergus Falls now, 51-mile-per-hour gust. So you've seen your wind pick up there too, and this will just keep going for a while. So unfortunately, it's just going to continue to kick around that snow and cause visibilities to drop to near zero at times. And here's a view of that right now. Visibility reported at zero in Detroit Lakes. In Wahpeton, we're at a quarter mile. So is Crookston. Crookston's been having trouble all morning. Monoman, Fergus Falls, Elbow Lake, back over to Park Rapids now. We're all below a mile for visibility, and that stretches up again to the Northern Valley. Both Grand Forks and Fargo looking slightly better, but still at a mile. And there are likely places even within the metro where visibility drops pretty quickly in some of those open spots. So still ongoing blizzard here in the valley. Looking at our visible satellite picture, first of all, the radar is here too. We're not seeing much in the form of falling snow. Just looks like some snow streamers here from the blowing snow happening and some of the clouds moving on. So when you get one of those rounds of snow blowing through and it clears, you might get a clear sky for a bit, and then another one comes in. So that blizzard warning remains in effect until noon today, and it covers just about everybody along the Red River and a little bit farther east too, and back over toward Langdon. And then winter weather advisory on either side of this. Also, I want to mention the James River Valley. You have a wind advisory there, so a different sort of advisory here, but we're talking about the combo of wind and snow. And we continue to see these winds be strong through the day today. We'll still have some gusts into the noon hour, and then eventually into the 40s, I should say, and then eventually they do start to come down a bit, but this is still a problem heading into tonight. We're looking at some blowing snow still in open country, and temperatures. It's a north wind. Temperatures are sliding. Be ready for some sub-zero temperatures and wind chills in the 20s and 30s below today too. So it's going to be tough out there for a while. Jordan.
It sure is going to be tough out there. Lisa's been tracking that all morning, and now we want to get a check of those road conditions, as she mentioned. Now, we are taking a look here at North Dakota. Everything that I'm going to outline in red, that is a no travel advisory. We are talking the Canadian border, past Grand Forks, down to Fargo, down to the South Dakota border, then just over. I'm going to shade it in here so you can see everything that's included. The entire eastern portion of North Dakota, no travel advised right now. And then there is a travel alert that is in place for counties just east of Richland County. I'm going to outline that in yellow here and shade that in. So you see right there is where the travel alert is. The rest of North Dakota right now, they're seeing mostly some of those green lines, which means seasonal conditions. However, Lisa Green mentioned this. We're talking about I-29 from Grand Forks to Fargo, this solid red line right here. It is closed going southbound. Northbound, it's a different story. I-29 from Fargo to Hillsborough, or about the Buxton exit in that neck of the woods, that is closed for North Dakota. So you need to watch out. All the rest of the highways, no travel advised, especially on I-94 heading west. But we want to get on over to Minnesota. That's where there is some real stuff going on. There is a bunch of red going on right around Minnesota Lakes Country, just outside of the Fargo-Moorhead area right in here. Now included in that is Highway 10. From Moorhead to Detroit Lakes, closed. I-94 from Moorhead down to Fergus Falls, closed. A highway going from Wahpeton to Fergus is closed. Roads around Pelican Rapids are closed. Around Ada and Halstead, they're closed as well. Highway 75 going from Moorhead down to Wahpeton, that's closed as well this morning. So a lot of closures that are happening on the Minnesota side, heading up a little bit more to the more northwestern part of the state. From Grand Forks to Crookston, that road is closed as well. Otherwise, these purple roads that you're seeing literally everywhere else in the state, that is no travel advised. So around the Thief River Falls, Monoman, Erskine, up to Carlstead, all the way up north to Pembina as well. So you're going to want to watch out no matter where you are, because it is going to be difficult travel today. Coming up here on North Dakota Today, we're going to head south to Dakota Magic Casino to see what they have going on.